Welcome! With Avi Yemini in the news again down under, here's footage of the debate I had with him last summer, updated to include an explanation of how he eventually committed to his promise to edit his version to make me look like a dickhead, and that's a quote from him that you'll see at the end of our debate. Enjoy! Straight after my debate with Avi, I uploaded this video unedited and in full. Avi, on the other hand, took weeks, if not at least a month, to edit his version into 2 short clips to make me look like a dickhead, and I'm quoting that last bit. But now that my original video has been taken down, I can now re-release it. But this time I can include Avi's propaganda, and also I'll include some commentary to add some context to it at the same time. So I hope you enjoy. Let's begin. Before we do, I need to re-upload this video anyway, but one of the things that made me want to add context to it was messages like these. I used to like Avi until I watched this full 10-minute interview from the video provided from the interviewee. Avi lied about Tommy, who I support. The full video shows Tommy following the man as he was walking away, and then told the interviewee, "I will edit this to make you look like a dickhead." I thought the right was honest, but it is now frustrating that it's hard to find anyone, left or right, to be honest. So I'm appealing to people like this who need to be shown the propaganda techniques, deceptions and lies that far-right will use to put their point across. And the only way I can do that is by not lying, not editing footage, releasing everything up front, and just being an open book, like answering every question. And that's what I'll continue to do until people wake up from this nonsense. And this tweet is actually from underneath one of his videos, not one of mine, so it is one of his fans. Let's begin.
Hey Avi!
How you doing, brother?
What's it like to be Australia's favourite Jewish Nazi?
Right off the bat, I'm going to pause it here. I feel I need to explain for those who might not know Avi well enough to get it. He said this about himself as a joke previously, and I was quoting it back to him.
I am the world's proudest Jewish Nazi, and Tommy is my brother, Tommy is my friend, Tommy is my leader.
He obviously recognised it as banter, especially when I explicitly point it out to him afterwards. But later on, he still tries to make out I was being serious. I clearly wasn't. But you may have noticed I like to take these guys by surprise. I like to do it instantly. Avi couldn't get a grip on the conversation for a good few minutes after this, and I'm sure my greeting helped prime his state of mind.
Hey Avi!
How you doing, brother?
What's it like to be Australia's favourite Jewish Nazi? Self-proclaimed, of course.
Self-proclaimed?
Yeah, you said it, didn't you?
Let me ask you a question. Do you think I'm really a Nazi?
No.
No.
I think you're a fascist.
I'm a fascist. Can you define fascist for me?
Yeah, there's 14 characteristics of fascism. There's a cult of tradition, there's rejection of progressive values, there's misogyny, fear of difference, action for action's sake. There's 14 of these characteristics, and you and Tommy Robinson and people like Gerard Batten fit almost all of them.
And what about silencing people with opposing views? Is that fascist?
Not necessarily.
No.
I mean, is it okay to silence terrorists? Or is that fascism?
What do you mean?
So if we were to say to someone like Abu Hamza, you're not allowed a platform, is that fascism?
Depends what he's saying.
Okay, so if
he's preaching, if he's inciting violence,
yeah.
Well then yes,
okay.
no one
So
can
do you
incite violence.
know about the clip of Tommy Robinson where he says off camera, he thinks he's off camera, to one of his security guards, just smack him around the head when the camera's not looking. Is that an incitement to violence or not?
I haven't seen the video.
Oh, you've not seen that? That's very convenient.
Can you show me it?
Yeah, I can show you it. I'm filming at the moment, so I will show you it.
I'm happy to look at it. I know Tommy very well, and I know he's definitely no fascist. He's a
I'll show it for you and your. I'll show it once I've finished this conversation. I'll show it for you and your followers. Is that okay?
Yeah.
It's all my followers. They know about it.
So yes, Avi, that is very convenient. You've not seen that. How about we show you that video right now?
Stay calm at all times. If the camera's not there, fucking punch geezers right in here.
You know, we're not fascists, we're not violent, we're not trying to... Yeah. We don't go into meetings and shut people down like they try and do. That's not how freedom of speech really works or democracy should work, really, is it? So
I believe that little clip needs no further comment. Let's get back to the debate.
Let me clarify, because when I first walked up here, you said that I'm a self-proclaimed Australia's...
Yeah, I've heard you say it. I mean, it was a joke. I was joking.
Are you admitting it was a joke?
Yeah, I know.
Because I've seen a lot of you guys...
I know what a Nazi is, and I don't think anyone here is a Nazi.
No.
But there are fascists here.
Okay, no.
I like to make that distinction.
It's good to make that distinction, because
I don't agree with the left call saying Nazi scum off our street. It just muddies the waters. They should say fascist scum off our street.
Okay, so let's talk Tommy. Your biggest problem with Tommy is that video you're saying where he may not have
problems with Tommy.
been joking about...
he's joking.
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Oh, okay.
Was he serious? I don't know, because
of course he's serious.
In the beginning you used my joke as a serious...
The guy has hit many people. You must have seen him hit an England fan the other day.
Yeah. I also watched what happened, and I spoke to his wife, who told me what had happened, who was behind the camera filming it.
Oh, but I thought that Tommy told his wife to go away, but she was actually behind the camera. So Tommy's a liar now, is he?
You know what?
He said he sent his wife away. So Tommy's a liar, is he?
Listen, there's a lot of things people will say to protect their partners.
Oh, okay.
I don't blame them. I don't know where you got that from.
That's what he said.
But
I watch all your shit, mate.
Are you denying Tommy's wife was there? Are you denying her version of what happened?
No.
Do you think he walked up to some random guy and punched him in the head?
What I think happened is...
And did he punch from in front or behind?
He was behind. He walked up to him. It's on video.
I know, it is on video, isn't it?
So the guy...
I'll include the video now.
Okay, so I'll describe the video now. So before you see what happens, it looks like the guy's walking away after he's been told to walk away, and his friends are kind of pulling him away. And as he's got his back turned, Tommy charges about 5 meters towards him, and then smacks him round the head from the side or the back.
And
that's what I saw.
As he was describing it, you've seen it there in slow motion.
Okay.
Now this is a great example of how the left view reality and how they tell it.
Okay.
There's a big difference.
We'll see how this is edited. We'll see.
Now, this is an example of how the far right distort reality to the point where they hide it from their viewers. What I'll do now is show you the full clip of Tommy punching the guy, like how I described it. So here's Tommy here. This guy who's going to get punched is here, walking away from him behind a line of, I think, are his mates. This guy here was trying to be like, hey man, chill the fuck out. The guy has his hands by his sides. You got to be quick here. Like, he literally, it looks like he just turns his head to see the punch coming towards him with his hands down by his sides. Like, I don't care what he said. He doesn't deserve a punch. Tommy has no business inciting that violence. And who the fuck is filming? Is it his wife, or did he send her away for safety? Like, his wife was in no danger. It was just a pissed up guy shooting his mouth off. Anyway, let's continue. Sorry, one more thing. This is how Avi edited it. Look how, blink and you'll miss this. Honestly, blink and you'll fucking miss this.
I'll include the video now.
Okay, so I'll describe the video now. So Tommy charges about 5 meters towards him.
So at least he puts it in 4 or 5 times, but you get no context of what happened before. It's literally he is facing the punch and he gets punched. You don't see his hands down, you don't see him walking away, you don't see Tommy charging at him like a pit bull. It's just so disingenuous.
I've literally described to you how I'm going to edit it. As you give your description.
I mean, it's quite clear by the video that the guy's walking away and he's being dragged away by his friends. And Tommy throws the first punch, right? Do you agree? Tommy threw the first punch?
In that one, yes. I
Yeah, so do you think that's okay? Acceptable to throw a punch because someone called him a name?
I don't think it's somebody called him a name. I've walked the streets with Tommy and many people call him names. He doesn't punch anyone.
Oh, but apart from that guy?
Yes.
He threw the first punch.
You threatened somebody's family. You threatened somebody's wife with violence.
So now it's just
It's
Tommy's
called a preemptive strike.
So no, okay. So it's okay to act violently first.
To defend yourself, yes.
But that's not defense.
I'm not talking like you guys were punch a Nazi. Somebody who has a different opinion.
Even if you hit me now, I wouldn't hit you back. I'm a pacifist.
I've
been told that I should support Tommy because if I'm a pacifist, so is he. No, he's not. If he's punching people first, preemptively,
where has Tommy ever said if somebody hits you
not
to
but
hit back?
his fans believe that he is.
That he doesn't hit people back if you hit me?
No. They believe that he's
we believe in self-defense.
They believe that he's a pacifist. He's not a pacifist, is he? Tommy's
I don't
not
know
a
who's
pacifist.
called him
but
a pacifist.
a lot of his fans have reacted to me when I said I'm a pacifist. They say, well, you should support Tommy then because so is he. And I'm like, he's a convicted football hooligan. That doesn't go well with fascism, pacifism. Okay. Yeah, similar term.
No, I understand. That's fine. All right, so
I just want to clarify, these fans that think he's a pacifist and have said this to me, that they've all obviously been women. And it's these softer supporters that I am trying to appeal to. They obviously don't know what fascism is because they've never been told. And we're all ignorant to things. And the amount of things that I've been ignorant to where someone said, why don't you just do this? And it's like, oh yeah, why don't I just do that? That would make my life so much easier. We're all ignorant to things. We all have to be told sometimes of the things that we're ignorant to. Otherwise, we wouldn't be ignorant to them. Like, we can't just know everything. You can't just even imagine everything that there is to know. So we have to be told. Anyway, what am I rambling on about? Yeah, I'm appealing to these women. Obviously, some men. Lots of men. I'm obviously not appealing to Avi Yemini or Tommy Robinson because they're the ones making money out of this shit. It's their business to carry this shit on. It's their business to keep fooling people. If they didn't do this, they'd have to get a job. And because of their criminal records, they're much more likely to be making a living continuing to do what they're doing while they've got people convinced of their grift. But let's continue.
let's move on. Today, do you think Tommy should be... what do you think should be the outcome of this hearing?
I don't want to commit contempt of court just like he does.
Do you know there's no...
reporting restrictions.
There's no reporting restrictions on this one.
I'm not going to trust you because fascists say all sorts of crazy things. So, to be careful.
My name's Avi, but if you prefer to use the label fascist, I'm cool with it.
So there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Avi is cool with being called a fascist, but he definitely doesn't like being called a Nazi. So that kind of proves my point. But I also want to say, Avi made a video about this little section here, a little 2-minute video, where I'm very unsure of everything. I keep saying, I don't know, probably this, it could be that. I'm just very unsure, and I'm very openly unsure, because we all can't know everything. And I'm trying to be honest about that, and honest when I don't know things, and I'm trying to be honest when I think I do know things. So yeah, he put this video out that claims that I'm lying. Like, I'm not lying, I'm telling you I don't know, but here's what I think. That's how their propaganda works. He takes snippets of what I said, makes it look like I'm lying or I'm wrong, when I'm legitimately saying I don't know. I'm trying to be honest. I'll continue to answer these questions honestly. Even when I don't know, I'll say I don't know, and here's what I think. But anyway, what do you think? And Avi, why don't you tell us a bit more what it's like to be a fascist?
These days, that's like wearing a stripe. Go on. So, what do you want? What do you want today? What do you think should happen?
I mean, I just want to see justice being served out fairly.
Should he go to jail?
I don't know.
Okay.
I think the first contempt of court charge was correct. He was definitely filming inside a court, and I think there are instances.
So why'd they throw it out?
The first one at Canterbury.
Oh, not this.
The 3-month suspended sentence,
okay.
Which he admitted.
Okay.
So we agree with.
Okay,
we agree
that's
with
fine.
that.
That's fine. I'm talking about this case.
And I think because.
Do you think he should have gone to jail? Do you think it was right that he went to jail that day?
I'm undecided. I think there is a case to be made.
Are you conflicted because you really want him to be in jail,
Okay,
but
so
you don't think he really should be?
here's the way that Tommy Robinson's trying to frame it. He's trying to frame it that he was taking pictures of the defendants, where he wasn't only taking pictures or filming the defendants, he was also filming the potential witnesses, or like, I don't know, women coming in.
Yes
into
or no?
the thing.
Should he have gone to jail for what you have seen there?
I think that there's something within that video that should be trialed in court.
Okay, which part?
The bit where he's filming women going into court and then saying, "Oh, you're not on film," and then turning it away and saying, "Oh, I'll blur it out," and then he didn't blur it out because it's live.
Okay, is that why they put him in jail?
I think that's possibly one of the reasons, but I'm not entirely...
Has nothing to do with it, but that's cool.
Okay, but he's been added extra charges, and I think that's one of them that is coming up. So.
And the fact that the highest judge in the land did dismiss it and gave it to the Attorney General.
Only because of discrepancies in the way the trial was carried out.
Like the fact that he didn't really have legal representation. Within 5 hours, he was thrown into jail for 13, things like that. Little inconveniences.
It's not unheard of for someone on a suspended sentence to be thrown the book and sent straight to jail when they've been deemed to commit another crime that they're on that suspended sentence.
It's not unheard of. Give me one example, mister. It's not unheard of.
I mean, I'm not an expert, but I know of them, so I could find examples.
Oh, can you find me an
not
example?
off
No,
the
I
top
love
of my
it.
head.
I want one example where it's not unheard of. I stand here, I call your bluff. The fascist Jew calls your bluff. It's not unheard of. Give me one example.
I'm filming, so maybe after...
So the problem here is not many people get sentenced for contempt of court because most journalists have had training in their craft of journalism. Tommy Robinson hasn't. That's why he got convicted the first time. And if there was an establishment cabal out to get him, why didn't they just imprison him the first time? They gave him a suspended sentence. He didn't learn. He was explicitly told, if you commit any... This is the judgment upon sentencing. If you commit any further offence of any kind, and that would include a further contempt of court by similar actions, then that sentence of 3 months would be activated, and that would be on top of anything else that you were given by any other court. So they're being quite explicit there. If you commit any further offence of any kind, and that would include a further contempt of court by similar actions, then that sentence of 3 months would be activated. And that's just one sentence. I'm pretty sure the judge was more explicit in their tone with that. Also, lots of people who break their suspended sentences get sent to prison straight away. So for instance, a drug dealer, he's on a suspended sentence. If he gets caught with any drugs on him, he gets instantly sent to jail, especially straight after court. He probably wouldn't even get bail. The same with like thieves. If they're on a suspended sentence for thieving and they get caught thieving, there'd be an easy quick trial and they just get instantly locked up. I'm not going to look for cases because I'm not a lawyer. If I was looking through cases on a day-to-day basis, I could probably do that, but I don't. It's so difficult to find a specific... Like, how do you Google that? The length of time it took for man to be sent to jail after arrest. Like, that is just not a Googleable thing. And if it is, it's way out of my depth. If anyone wants to do that for me, please do. But like I say, it obviously happens. There's lots of criminals in Tommy Robinson's support. I'm sure it's happened to lots of them. Give me a break.
Convenient. You know what? I'll share with you this footage. Better quality microphone.
Okay, yeah.
Uncut.
Yeah,
you can get off your footage and go and find us the one example where anyone else in this land.
That's another way where... That's another thing that I'm going to have to take your word on. I don't really do that.
So I'm a liar, I'm a fascist,
No, I'm
not
calling
a
you
Nazi.
liar. I'm just saying I don't know if you're a liar.
You literally just called me a liar.
I don't trust you yet. Do you trust everyone you meet for the first time?
Absolutely, I believe in the human
In fact,
race.
we've met before.
Have we?
Yeah, Speaker's College.
Oh, did we?
Yeah, you were like overshadowed by a very tall Muslim.
By a very tall Muslim.
Yeah, you know.
Hijab.
Yeah.
Were you there? I like your joke.
I remember.
I prefer Ali Doa, but... Alright.
Yeah, I met Ali Doa once. He saved my life. My phone went out of battery when I was on a delivery.
He saved your life?
He literally came out of a random house as my phone died and charged my phone up for me.
Was everyone okay in the house?
Nice.
Alright, brother, thank you for your time.
No worries, Avi.
I'll cut that up nicely and you'll look like a dickhead.
Yeah, thanks. We've got it all here, so whatever.
Love you guys.
So there we have it. Avi shows his true colours at the end there with his anti-Muslim joke, if you can call it a joke, because it wasn't even funny. It was just an insult, a bigoted insult. Was everyone in the house okay? I mean, what does that even mean? And yeah, he'll edit it up to make me look like a dickhead, which he did twice, and it took him at least a month to do. So there you have it, guys. If you want to go check out how he properly edited his videos, go for it. Or if you don't want, don't bother. Fine by me too. See you later.